Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperial. And today's review will be Raising Kanan, Season 2, Episode 7. Let's get into it. So subscribe to the channel, like the video as you come in. Let's go. So this was a good pick-me-up episode after, the week layoff. So lot of things took place that's going to set up some drama down the road. So you have, where do we begin? So you have Lou, who's, of course, he's messing with Ziza now. And while he's knocking off Ziza, the Yardis come in, want to claim their debt that Crown Camacho owes. And he put his studio up for as collateral. So now they're coming to collect on whoever's taking over. So they made the threat to Lou. And Lou ain't take that threat too kindly. Meanwhile, you see Raquel is meeting with Cartier, and he's telling her more of his business. And he introduces Rock to who his connect down in DC is. So Rock is dirty. So she always already looking at where she could get in, because she knows she got product and good product. So she gonna look at to try to backdoor Cartier. So it goes to Kanan. Kanan's situation is remember Detective Howard gave him the test results. Kanan looks at it. He never opened it up. So you already see that how that play going. Kanan has the burner inside the book bag as well. So it showed Kanan go take the book bag back to Palomar and tell her he appreciated it. And then, of course, she's ready to jump his bones. She's coming to the door in negligee. Now, this is the double-edged sword right now. Now, on one hand, they could be highlighting how the world would how they view a young man who's underage versus an older woman. Where on the men's side, they're gonna look at this situation and say, yeah, he's knocking down an older woman. However, that's pedo stuff. Growing up, people didn't look at it like that. Now, they're actually showing this on screen, which I don't think they should have went this route, because although this is true, I don't think you should promote this, because if this was a scene of a young woman and an older man was doing this, it would get so much bad press that they can't believe they showed something like this on TV. The pedos, and it would be, but because it's a young man, it might not catch the attention like that. So I don't think they should have, in heightened situation, I don't think they should have put this scene in there, even though it's reality. But and whoever this storyline is supposed to be, they could say that is my reality. That's what I experienced. However, when you promote it on this day and time, you promote stuff like that, it's not a good look. So it will be interesting to find out, will there be backlash from this scene. So during the episode, it comes back to Kanan and Palomar, where he's just laying up with her, and the daughter comes home and see him in the room, and the daughter is upset. Kanan jumps up. It's not like that. The mom is more poor, like, don't worry about her. She gonna go through this. And so the mom seduces him, Kanan, to get back in bed with her. So she's like a vampire, sucking out his energy, his youth. Sucking out his youth, you know what I'm saying? So although he could learn from an older woman, she's gonna steal his, she can steal his youth. But you learn that later on in the episode, that's going to be checked. So before Kanan got there, he met up with um, Symphony, and Symphony was telling him about he got a job opportunity, and in the process of having a job opportunity, he was just telling Kanan, having that relationship talk that they built with one another. So when he left, Detective Burke pulled him over, basically asking him questions. What's your business with Kanan Stark? And he pretty much held his own. So he goes and pretty much tell Rock, like, yo, I'm leaving. She said, I wish you the best. But then he told her that about Detective Burke. She's like, what did you tell him? He said, nothing. All your secrets are safe with me. And she's like, I don't got no secrets. And so he just stepped off. But she gave him that look like, I got to get him out here. And I was saying, like, no, don't do that, Rock. Oh, man. You're going to kill the bull symphony. So, that's when you see the trailer at the end of the, that they kept showing a Rock pulling out the gun. So, nevertheless, Rock goes and finds Cartier's connect to DC and pretty much backdoor Cartier, telling the guy, listen, I give you a better product at cheaper price. I know you don't like your business with Cartier. You need to get with me, pretty much. He was like, I don't even know you. I just met you a couple hours ago. So he blew her off. Meanwhile, what he goes do is he trails Rock and see where she go at and find out who her connect is. And of course, Phoenix is there with Juliana. Juliana is dialed up. Juliana still feels some type way about Unique in that Rock is letting Unique live. So Juliana's looking at Rock as being weak. And, she marveled Rock because of her strength as a woman. Now she's, having some second thoughts. So you're going to see how that end up playing out. Meanwhile, you had Lulu going to the high rise and go take money. So Lulu's all over the place. He ain't focused at all. He's going to get money, and it shows Lulu get hopped on by the Yardies. Later on in the episode, he got beat up, and he goes to Cartier for assistance. Cartier wants basically Crown's portion of the business, and Lou pretty much made a deal with the devil, pretty much. And it shows that in the episode where he's at the studio board and Cartier's telling him, like, pretty much, don't touch the board, bro. Like, you don't know what you're doing. And then it got Lulu looking down like, Harry, I'm back again. I got another. So, I don't know where they were going with that storyline with Lulu or whatever. I guess he's never going to make it to be a boss or have a strong character. Meanwhile, you got Unique and Warrell comes in, give Unique the bag of money, and he's asking Unique pretty much, is Rock okay with what he's doing? And Unique like, man, forget about her. I'm doing my own thing out here in Jersey. It's like a vacation out here. So Unique's boy from the jail pulls up, asking him about Marvin. Is Marvin want him to do some business with him? Is he good for the money? Unique pretty much was like, F Marvin, but yeah, he's solid for the money or whatever. So, of course, this is Sal's relative. Now, I don't know if it's Sal's nephew or is his son. Either or. I think it's his son, though. And, of course, Marvin wants him to go in Westchester and kill Tony. Now, when he goes to do that, he pulls up with the same goofball that was at the Catskill trying to kill Rock and Kanan. So you already knew something was bound to go wrong. So Tony is getting knocked down by her new boyfriend. And when he goes off to the bathroom, they kick in the door and he he shoot Tony from the jump. So she's out of here. Meanwhile, the boyfriend comes running out of the bathroom, and he rushes him. So the goofball goon, and his name ain't worthy to even mention or remember, but the goofball goon, y'all know who he was if you've been following this. He's telling them, shoot him. His goofball behind shoots. He didn't shoot Tony's boyfriend. He shoot the other guy, man. So he killed him, and so that gave Tony's boyfriend a chance to shoot back because he grabbed his gun, and so he was able to get a shot off on the goofball goon, and the dentist lived. So it shows him at the end of the episode talking to the cops in the hospital, basically saying he don't understand. Meanwhile, you had Juke is in Bible study. So first off, Juke had a couple scenes in this episode. So you had Juke starting off the episode visiting Nicole's grave. Nicole's dad showed up and pretty much conversated with her and basically saying, pretty much in a nutshell, he not like Nicole's mom, and he knew what his daughter was and was into, and he just was happy she was happy, and said that he's getting a divorce from the wife, and told Laverne if she ever need anything, for her to reach out to him. So that's a foreshadow that she gonna reach out to the dad. So he asked Laverne, did she have the tape of her and Nicole that they did that song together? She said, no, I don't know what happened to her. So that was the first moment with Juke. The next moment was Juke at Bible study with her mom, and the preacher was talking about things, the way of the world, and same-sex getting together, and so they was down in that. And so Juke knows what's being preached to the congregation, they not going to be feeling her. So afterwards, the young man that was trying to get at her earlier in a few episodes ago, he pushed up and asked her for a number. Now, she was great, just blow him off, but she knew her mom was watching. And so she just gave her a number to throw her off. So when she got home with Rock house, Marvin came in, and pretty much Marvin was like, is Rock here? And pretty much she was like, no. So he questioned her about Kenya. And she's like, well, you ain't do no better. And he pretty much was telling her, I wasn't perfect, but I was here, and I never stopped trying. But Kenya is always going to be into her own world. She going to always be about her. So that's a foreshadow. There's going to be turmoil with Kenya and Juke, especially when she find out that she like girls. So Juke then goes to get the VHS tape repaired that Nicole was in, and she delivered it to the dad's step. But when she delivered to the step, she wore a hood and a ball cap, so you really couldn't recognize it was her. And so she rang the doorbell and left. Now, as she was leaving, she seen Detective Howard walking to that house. So when she was walking to that house, she knows something was up. So Detective Howard wanted to talk to Nicole's dad pretty much to get some information. When Howard was back at the station, he seen that Scrap wasn't a snitch. As we all knew that was going to play out, that she killed Scrap for nothing. This is going to be the downfall of Rock. Her making rash moves. She killed Scrap. When Kanan finally find out all this, he's going to not want to have nothing to do with it. And that's going to push him to Palomar and the other people or whatever. So Howard, of course, reaches out to Rock, and they talk, and he letting her, they're talking about Detective Burke. But then Howard also reminded her, oh yeah, One-Eye Willie, oh, he wasn't a snitch after all. She looking like, what? I'm like, what you mean? You told me he was like, oh, come to find out, well, you know, stuff happens. But she know what she did. So they looking at him as he committed suicide, but Rock know that ain't the truth. So she's upset. So it shows Rock Symphony get ready to drive off, putting the stuff in the car, and it's real dramatic. And it show Rock get ready to turn the lights off and drive and just shoot him. But right at the last minute, she second thought and she didn't do it and just drove off. And hopefully that's the last we see Symphony, because his character was good. I don't know how else they gonna write him back in, but that would have been just crazy for her to do that. But it also would have showed how devious Rock is. So that was pretty much the episode. Decent episode. A lot of moving parts in this episode. A lot of things went on. Overall, decent episode. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let me know what your predictions is. Till next time.